what we're gonna do here today is I'm gonna get the same like jab hand. So I'm gonna get the same jab hand and I'm gonna get like a collar grip, okay? And then I'm gonna draw this person a little bit to load into my lead leg. So my lead leg in this instance is gonna be my outside leg. So whatever leg he has forward, I want the same leg and I wanna be just on the outside of him. So what I like to do is I like to drag to load the sprint. So I'm going to drag him forward to load my sprint. Does that make sense? So even if he kind of resists in that and he just kind of like does this, it's actually really, really good for me because he kind of starts to boot himself a little bit. So when I get the collar, okay, I'm going to pull him forward a little bit and then look, level change and shoot nice and deep. What I want to do is make sure that my right hand has a massive, big, like over-extenuated hook. So the bigger you throw this big hook, the more you throw that, the more it'll bring your body towards your own arm. As opposed to just like holding his arm and like trying to grab it, the more you throw through with your hand, you'll bring your chest towards his leg, okay? Boom, like this, and nice and tight. That way it'll actually tell your body to turn as well. It'll turn your tail around and it'll also connect you and put your head here. It's hard to do this and have your head over here. So it'll correct the head positioning and it'll turn your tail by this big hook. Like when you're gonna do it later on, I want you to throw it as hard as you can. You're not gonna hurt this person. You're not gonna hurt this person. It's gonna connect you. If anything, your little ear is gonna be connected to it. Not gonna hurt him. If anything, you're gonna be a little bit sore in your ear because you get really tight. So grab the collar, okay? Drag him out, look for the sprint, level change, pull him down on the level change, and then shoot with your right knee outside his foot, and a big hook. Nice and tight. From here, grab your bicep, okay? Hold your bicep, pinch your little elbows together, and the minute you feel him trying to post, you step up with him. When you step up with him, you have the pinch. Now I'm gonna basically sit on the toilet by backing on, look. And I want you to get to a position where you feel comfortable like this today, okay? So what you've got to do, when you put the gentleman on the, when you put the person on the floor, people always fall over. They always fall over, all right? So they're always like, oh, trying to drag, and then they kind of stumble and fall over, and they let go of their hands. What I want today is that you land and put the person on the floor with your hands in the same position. Does that make sense? So when you feel that person starting to fall, the pinch of your knees, you can open it up and open your legs a little bit wider to sit in the squat, okay? Don't try to like sit like this. Sit like in a squat. So you'll be pinching and then just open your legs up and sit down, okay? Otherwise, if you're like this, you're gonna fall over. So open your legs a little bit once they start to hit the deck. Open your legs wide and try to sit, boom, like this, okay? So, again, I'm going from this angle. Collar grip, I'm gonna load him up. Look, ready for the sprint. Big right hand, I'm gonna penetrate with my hips and my knee outside his toe. Big hip, big hook, grab. As soon as he postures a little bit, I go up with the posture, pinch my knees together, head in, walk around, and then I sit to a position. Everything's still nice and tight. Don't let go of the collar, don't let go of the leg. Is there any questions at all? Yes?
When they go to posture up and you start to stand up, does it matter which leg you start with?
It doesn't. Basically, if he starts to stand up and you get up, it's better that you got up. Do you know what I mean? But I personally like to lead with the inside leg. I find it's the most easy and comfortable leg. Meaning, I'm here, and if he's going that way, I walk towards him, as opposed to this one. I find it's a little bit difficult. I'm kind of like tipping in with his hips. Does that make sense? When I step with this one, I'm kind of going this way with his hips. I'd rather lean on him and be able to push with this one. Does that make sense? Also, with the ability to do that, I get to circle in this way a little bit easier. I just feel that that one is a little bit more natural for me to step up onto that one and start circling in that way. And it helps me later on. If you just got up to this one, it's not wrong. It's not wrong at all. It's just, in my opinion, if you got up, you got up. Do you know what I mean? Quintessentially, you got up, you got up. It's not wrong. You had to get there, that's where you got there. But I personally lean with this one, because that way I can start pushing this way. If I go with this one, I always find I'm kind of like leaning inside this way, and I don't like that one. Yeah. just personal preference. All right. Any questions? No? Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. All right.